Hello everyone. I'm not doing great today, but I do have a video of something I've updated the for every daily plan. You can use this for every day in multiple ways, kind of like a journal structured just so you can keep everything you do in order and on track with like everything you do for every day and for everybody. We're going to start with red, which is F. I have put lives with, I forgot blood, but lives with blood. Okay, let me read it as it is. I'm sorry. Lives with daily activities that run your blood hot and or cold. That has I put examples as well. I have examples of what they mean. Like bedtimes, shower preps, meal preps, and breathing are the examples I put for daily activities that could run your blood hot or and cold. Because anybody with running blood has a bedtime that makes them comfortable enough to feel their whole body and be one with themselves. Shower prep, only put the prep because just being in the water is not as well as getting ready to take a shower, like having all the necessary and essential items you need to take a shower, because just being in running water is good, but shower prepping can help you be calm and take the shower easier without delay and without overusing water, because you want to relieve your stress more in the water. So when you prepping for a shower, you will grab your towels, your soap, your lotions, your oils, your hair accessories, your toothbrush, just so you can be like, okay, I have other things to do in the bathroom that can calm me down or get me in a good mood or just place me in a peaceful mindset that I can do in this bathroom other than put water on myself. Meal prepping is just because the process of getting your food ready to be eaten is a stress relief on you and your body, so you won't worry while you're cooking and won't starve yourself while you're cooking, and understand what you're eating as you prep it help you be ready for the meal, and that can get you very excited for the next meal or cool you down so you don't have to worry about your next meal. And then breathing, every life that has running blood can breathe, and when you take your breath in a certain way, It can either get you more excited for the day and the night, or pull you down if you are going through something stressful or traumatic. The next color is orange. I have changed it. It is now vision, sight, 2020, distance. All in 4 categories because they all lead to one point. All of them lead to one point. All of these help this one point get straight enough for you to focus and get it done. In examples, I mean like cooperation. Is it forward? Does it create movements? Are decisions being made and understood? And is the precision where you need it to be to continue to do it as you are? You need a vision, like going to the grocery store or just shopping for groceries. That's the vision. And you're going to use your sight to judge the day and also to judge the road, judge other cars, judge yourself when you're driving. And then 2020, is it clear to you? And that's it. That's the only thing 2020 is for. How clear is it for you to go to the grocery store? Are there any obstacles in your way? Is there anything else you need to be taken care of? Is this a necessary trip? Is it just for snacks, or is this for a meal? Is this for something that is clear enough to you that you can go ahead and make that decision? And then I put distance instead of results because the distance is important, and I'm not just talking about miles or kilometers. I'm talking about when you're setting yourself to go shopping, is the distance being taken care of with your vision and your sight and your clarity? Meaning, when I walk out of the door to get in a vehicle to go to the grocery store, I must keep in mind that everything I've put in my car and have on my person should carry me all the way to the grocery store and all the way back home. I should not have to do anything extra or anything unordinary. It should carry me the whole distance, not halfway and not in harm's way. The next letter is R, which stands for common. I had made it a question, what is common? And also a statement, what is common? The example is, what is seen during days of discovery and normal? What that ultimately means is the stuff I see during the day, can I take it in as a normal thing without pure judgment and over exaggeration? Is it something that really can just stay in my life and be as normal as it is for a long period of time, and as long as I have it in my memory, or is it going to interrupt things because it can be uncommon at times? The next letter is E, green, and I put outside activities. It was ecosystem at first, which is it's along the lines, but outside activities are important. My examples are because they are releasing, they're very including. You can group outside and come together and breathe fresh air and plan things and enjoy just the weather together. Is protective. Um, by that I mean it's something a group of people can put their heads together to make it as safe as possible, so it helps you be more protective of who you're with and what you're doing around as a group, and is bonding. Going outside with people allows you to bring people in your house, and those bonds you make outside should be just as important as the bonds you make inside. And those outside activities are important. The next letter is V, blue. It was water intake, but now it is water for who you are and what you do. And the examples are the dosage, the usage, and the monitor. I put monitor just because water can change for anyone in any place, and it's best to monitor your water as much as possible if you can. Just by your tongue alone, you can do the pH test, but when you're drinking water, you notice many changes in your body, and is your sight okay and all of that. And the dosage, by dosage I mean how much water you're using in the shower, in your recipes, not on a restriction thing or like a moderation thing. It's just how much water are you using in your daily activities for who you are and what you do, such as mopping, cleaning, eating, any of that. Just so you know who you are, just so you know who you are and what you're doing, because being around water is life. The next one is E, purple, and it was people power, but now it's people's powerful understandings. And the examples I put were the explanation people provide to you when you're in certain situations, and the discussion that you're able to have or not able to have to help you understand what people mean, and a forum. Are you able to invite other people in for more explanation, more insight, more opinion, more fact, more advice, to make the people's powerful understanding as pure as it needs to be without total distraction or total chaos? The next one is R, indigo, shared discoveries. I put it as the first one was undiscovered deals, and I put shared discoveries because it makes more sense, only because the example I put, which is daily activities that can be shared through memory. And when you're making a discovery, it is new, and if you can share those discoveries with anyone through memory, it is a important thing to do, because you might run into somebody who needs help with tires, and through a shared memory, or a memory that can be shared about a discovery you made one day because your tires were in a shape that you were in need of help of, that you can share it with others and give them advice or point them in the right direction. This goes for anything you think can be shared with a person. Helpful is the best way to do it, and also just aware. And then the last one, why, black, making peace with your perception. Now, I didn't put no example for this, only because you're going to take everything that you can make an example with and try to make as much peace with it and bring as much peace with it for your perception, because perception is always going to be shared in some way and form, no matter where you're from and where you were born and how you see life. The the um the perception of this is that I am trying to put a way I can see what is right in front of me on paper and what I have on paper. Here is an example of what I've done with this format for just a moment that I needed more clarity on, and also something I needed to say to myself so I can feel more concerned about what I'm doing. This was for the 16th, and I finished on the 17th early in the morning. My red, I made connections with self in a mature way. Only I would know something like that because it is my blood only. Um, Sharing my blood wouldn't let you know how I feel with my blood. So that's something, just as my human, I made a connection with in a mature way. My orange is motherhood. Right now I'm going a distance with motherhood, and it's just to the point where my vision and my sight are being totally complex, and motherhood is already built on complexity, and it's just a tangled web right now, and the distance never stops. So that's the only thing that's 2020 clear to me, is that it's never going to stop. And that's what I put for my orange for that day. And that's an orange that I'm going to keep forever. That's a distance I'm always going to have to walk. The yellow, what it was made common to me, I'm going to keep it private, just because it's a little personal right now. But it's only something that's made common to me as well. It's not something commonly for the whole world or for the whole community. It's just for something personal right now. Also, um, when you make things common to yourself, they will most definitely appear common to everyone else. And the next one is green. My outside activities was, I soaked up a lot of sun yesterday. I walked, I drank outside, and I had fell asleep outside. And just to let you know, drinking water outside is not the same as drinking water inside, and sleeping outside is not the same as sleeping outside. I do recommend somebody trying it just because it's different, and you get to actually let yourself go and not be confined to one little space. Like, the bed, you have like a whole ground to sleep on. It's not just in the bed, and it's pretty good. The next one is blue. I had some ice water. I took a shower and I drank some juice. I didn't cook. I didn't clean. And in this time frame, and that's who I am right now, is someone who doesn't have that many things to rely on. So I'm not going to be taking care of myself that much. And also, um, something that I'm just experiencing a lot of things right now where my appetite has changed, which a lot of people have encountered. When your appetite change, just try to, stay well hydrated at least, and prep yourself for a shower, and just try to calm down. Also, juice, it just, is a sweet thing, and it just, makes you happy. Um, the next color is purple, and that one's going to be private as well, just because of what I'm going through right now. But it is along the lines of people's understanding of what I'm going through right now. The next one is indigo. Um, I had a police interaction. Um, People discovered about that through other people's ears and through their own sight and their own involvement in my police interaction. And the next one is the black one. What I made peace. What was made peace in my perception was my back hurts. I'm sore, and I was watched. And that's the peace in that is that I know it, I see it, I feel it, I've talked in it, and when it comes to sitting down, it won't change and it won't change until something is done. And when you take, I took all the other colors and focused on the things I made peace with while dealing with the other colors. Me making peace with my back hurting means that I'm not going to do anything over the top for the next few days or as long as my back is hurting. My soreness hopefully goes away, but that's something I made peace with just because I know my back is hurting, so it's going to result in some soreness. And seeing that all of my things are and actions are being watched, I can be sure that I'm not the only one seeing this, and that is most definitely something to always make peace with because being seen is just something humans have to deal with because eyes want perception. And that's basically it. That's how you do it. That's how you see it. That's how you can see it. I know a lot of people out there doing different things, so you incorporate your life in it and not mine. It's just something that can be said to yourself for everything you want to write about and for every day you think it should be remembered as. And that is the end of my video, and that is the end of my update for every. Thank you. Goodbye.